Welcome back to our channel, World Coins History. Today we are diving into the Monticello Jefferson nickel, specifically those that hold significant value in today's market. These coins are not just piece of history but also valuable collectibles that can fetch substantial prices. Stay tuned as we explore top 7 ultra-rare and valuable Monticello Jefferson nickels. Let's get started it. Top 1. Today, we're exploring a fascinating piece of American history, the United States 5-cent Lewis and Clark coin from 2004. This coin not only celebrates an iconic expedition but may also hold surprising value. Stick around as we delve into its history, design, and most importantly, its worth today. You won't want to miss the grand reveal at the end. Let's set the stage. In the early 19th century, President Thomas Jefferson commissioned Meriwether Lewis and William Clark to explore the newly acquired Louisiana Territory. Their expedition, known as the Lewis and Clark Expedition, began in 1804 and stretched across the American wilderness, all the way to the Pacific Ocean. This monumental journey was about mapping uncharted territories, fostering relations with Native American tribes, and gathering vital information about the land's resources. In 2004, the U.S. Mint commemorated this incredible journey with a series of coins, including the Lewis and Clark nickel. This coin is not just a piece of currency, it's a tribute to exploration, adventure, and the spirit of discovery that shaped America. Now, let's dive into the design of the 2004 Lewis and Clark nickel. On the obverse, you'll find the classic depiction of Thomas Jefferson, which has graced the nickel since 1938. However, the reverse side is where the magic happens. It features a striking image of the American Indian woman Sacagawea, guiding Lewis and Clark as they navigate the rivers and landscapes of the West. This portrayal symbolizes not just the expedition, but also the crucial role that Native Americans played in the explorer's journey. The design captures the essence of collaboration and the rich tapestry of cultures that define American history. The inscription, Lewis and Clark, and the year of the expedition, 1804, remind us of this significant milestone. What makes this coin particularly appealing to collectors? While the Lewis and Clark nickel was produced in significant numbers, certain variants, especially those struck in uncirculated condition, have gained attention in the collector market. Coins that are well preserved, free from wear, and have retained their original luster are always in demand. Additionally, coins that come from special minting events, like the ones produced in West Point or Philadelphia, can have a higher value due to their rarity and unique characteristics. Collectors often seek out these special editions, making them highly desirable. Keep an eye out for unique features or minting errors, as they can significantly boost a coin's value. For instance, some Lewis and Clark nickels have been found with slight design variations or unexpected imperfections that occurred during the minting process. These error coins are often sought after because they stand out in a collection and can be worth a premium. If you come across a Lewis and Clark nickel with a noticeable minting error, you could be in possession of a rare find. Now, let's talk about the big question: how much is this coin worth today? If you've managed to snag an uncirculated Lewis and Clark nickel or one with an error, you might be surprised to learn that its market value can soar. While standard coins might fetch only a few dollars, those in pristine condition or with unique features have been known to reach extraordinary prices. How much could this coin potentially be worth? Get ready for this: an uncirculated Lewis and Clark 5-cent nickel could be valued at an impressive $47,000. That's right, $47,000 for a single 5-cent coin. It's incredible to think that such a small piece of history could hold such immense value. If you happen to have one of these coins tucked away or come across one in your travels, be sure to check its condition and potential rarity. You could be sitting on a small fortune. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the Lewis and Clark nickel, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can keep up with all our future explorations into the world of rare coins. Top 2, we're taking a closer look at a remarkable piece of American history, the United States 5-cent Louisiana Purchase coin from 2004. This coin not only commemorates a monumental event in U.S. history but could also be worth a surprising amount of money. Stay with us as we uncover the fascinating details about this coin and its value today. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for the big reveal at the end. Let's set the scene. In 1803, the United States made a historic deal with France, acquiring the vast territory known as the Louisiana Purchase. This agreement effectively doubled the size of the nation and opened up a treasure trove of resources and land for settlement. The purchase, orchestrated by President Thomas Jefferson, was not just about land, it was about opportunity, expansion, and the American dream. Fast forward to 2004, when the U.S. Mint released a series of coins to commemorate this pivotal moment in history. Among them was the Louisiana Purchase nickel, a small but significant piece that captures the spirit of adventure and exploration that defined early America. Now, let's dive into the design of the 2004 Louisiana Purchase nickel. On the obverse, you'll find the familiar portrait of Thomas Jefferson, who was instrumental in securing the territory. This design has adorned the nickel since 1938, representing Jefferson's lasting impact on American history, but it's the reverse side of the coin that truly stands out. It features a stunning depiction of the American bison, an iconic symbol of the American West. The bison not only represents the vast landscapes that were opened up by the Louisiana Purchase but also serves as a reminder of the rich wildlife that once roamed these lands. The inscription, Louisiana Purchase, and the year, 1803 boldly emphasize the significance of this landmark acquisition. So, what makes this coin a hot item for collectors? Although the Louisiana Purchase nickel was produced in substantial quantities, specific variants, particularly those in uncirculated condition, have become increasingly sought after. Coins that are well preserved, with their original shine intact, are always in high demand among collectors. Additionally, certain coins minted at specialized locations, like the West Point Mint, are particularly appealing due to their rarity. These special editions often come with higher price tags because collectors love the uniqueness they bring to any collection. Keep an eye out for unique features or minting errors, as they can dramatically increase a coin's value. Some Louisiana Purchase nickels have been found with unusual characteristics, such as slight design variations or errors that occurred during the minting process. Collectors often seek these rare error coins because they stand out from the standard issues and can command a premium price. If you stumble upon a Louisiana Purchase nickel with a minting error, you might just be holding onto a rare treasure. Now, let's get to the exciting part. How much could this coin potentially be worth? The market value can vary widely based on the coin's condition and rarity. While typical examples might only fetch a few dollars, those that are uncirculated or possess unique features can be worth significantly more. So, what's the big reveal? An uncirculated Louisiana Purchase 5-cent nickel, or one with a noteworthy error, could be valued at an astounding $49,000, that's right, $49,000 for a nickel. It's amazing to think that such a small piece of history could carry such tremendous value. If you have one of these coins in your collection or come across one in your travels, be sure to assess its condition carefully. You might just be sitting on a small fortune. Top 3, we're focusing on a true classic, the United States 5-cent coin from 1964. This nickel not only has an intriguing history but also a surprising potential value that might just blow your mind. So, stick around as we dive deep into its background, design, and, of course, its worth today. You won't want to miss the big reveal at the end. Let's travel back to 1964. This year was significant for many reasons. The Beatles took America by storm, the civil rights movement was gaining momentum, and the U.S. was involved in the early stages of the Vietnam War. In the world of numismatics, the 1964 nickel was produced during a time of change for the U.S. Mint. 1964 was also notable for being one of the last years the Jefferson nickel featured its original design without the introduction of any major changes. This classic design has been a beloved part of American currency since its introduction in 1938, making it a significant piece of American history. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1964 nickel. The obverse side features the iconic profile of Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States and the principal author of the Declaration of Independence. His presence on the nickel pays homage to his contributions to American democracy and values. On the reverse side, we see a detailed depiction of Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. This design not only celebrates Jefferson's legacy but also symbolizes the spirit of innovation and architectural beauty that he valued. The year 1964 is prominently displayed, marking its place in history. So, what makes the 1964 nickel particularly appealing to collectors? While millions were minted, the condition and rarity of specific variants can greatly influence a coin's value. For instance, coins that are uncirculated, those that have never been in circulation and retain their original shine, are always highly sought after. Furthermore, certain mint marks can add to a coin's desirability. The 1964 nickel was minted in both Philadelphia and Denver, with the Denver mint mark represented by a small d on the reverse. Collectors are especially interested in coins from the Philadelphia mint without a mint mark, as these are considered to be more classic. Another aspect to consider are the unique features and minting errors that can enhance a coin's value. Some 1964 nickels have been discovered with slight design variations or unexpected imperfections. These minting errors can include anything from double strikes to misalignments, and they are often prized by collectors for their rarity. If you happen to have a 1964 nickel with any of these unusual traits, you could be in possession of a coin that stands out in the collector market. Now, let's discuss the big question on everyone's mind: how much is this coin worth today? While standard 1964 nickels might be valued at just a few cents, those in pristine condition can fetch significantly higher prices. For a 1964 nickel in uncirculated condition, or one with a rare minting error, the market value can soar to impressive heights. So, how much could you potentially get for this coin? Get ready for it. An exceptional 1964 nickel could be valued at an incredible $56,000, that's right, $56,000 for a single nickel. It's astounding to think that a coin from 1964, a year rich in history, could hold such incredible value. If you have one of these nickels tucked away or come across one in your travels, be sure to assess its condition and rarity. You could be sitting on a small fortune. Top 4, we're shining a spotlight on a unique piece of American currency, the United States 5-cent coin from 2000. This nickel may look unassuming, but it carries a fascinating history and a surprising potential value that you won't want to miss. Stick around as we uncover everything about this coin, leading up to the exciting reveal at the end. Let's set the stage. The year 2000 was pivotal for America, ushering in a new millennium filled with technological advancements, cultural shifts, and even a bit of Y2K panic. It was a time of optimism and change, reflected in many aspects of life, including currency. In 2000, the U.S. Mint issued the 5-cent coin as part of its ongoing production of the Jefferson nickel, which has been in circulation since 1938. The 2000 nickel represents a time when the economy was robust, and America was poised for new challenges and opportunities. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 2000 nickel. On the obverse side, we find the classic profile of Thomas Jefferson, our third president and a founding father. His likeness has adorned the nickel for decades, symbolizing his contributions to the nation's values and independence. Flip the coin over, and you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's iconic Virginia estate. This representation is not just a nod to Jefferson himself, it reflects American ideals of democracy, architecture, and the importance of heritage. The year 2000 is prominently displayed, marking the turn of the century and the ongoing legacy of this beloved coin. So, what makes the 2000 nickel particularly interesting to collectors? While millions of these coins were minted, certain variants can be quite rare and valuable. For instance, coins that are in uncirculated condition, those that have never been circulated and remain pristine, are highly sought after by collectors. Additionally, the presence of a mint mark can significantly affect the value of this coin. The 2000 nickel was produced at both the Philadelphia Mint, without a mint mark, and the Denver Mint, marked with a D. Collectors often seek out coins from the Philadelphia Mint, as they tend to be more prized in certain collecting circles. Let's also talk about unique features and minting errors. Some 2000 nickels have been discovered with unusual characteristics, such as double strikes, die cracks, or other errors that occurred during the minting process. These minting errors can be exceptionally valuable because they are often one-of-a-kind. If you happen to find a 2000 nickel with a notable minting error, you could have a rare collectible that stands out in any collection. Now, let's discuss the burning question: how much is this coin worth today? While standard 2000 nickels are typically valued at just a few cents, those in excellent condition can command much higher prices. If you have an uncirculated 2000 nickel or one with a rare minting error, you could be in for a surprise. So, what's the potential value? Hold on to your seats. This 5-cent coin could be worth an impressive $35,000, that's right, $35,000 for a single nickel. It's astounding to think that a coin from the year 2000 could hold such tremendous value. If you have one of these coins lying around or come across one in your travels, be sure to assess its condition carefully. You might just have a hidden treasure in your hands. Top 5. We're focusing on a classic piece of American currency, the United States 5-cent coin from 1981. This nickel might seem ordinary at first glance, but it holds a fascinating history and an astonishing potential value. Stay tuned as we explore its background, design, and, of course, its worth today. You won't want to miss the exciting reveal at the end. Let's set the stage. The year 1981 was significant for many reasons. It marked the early years of the Reagan administration, the end of the Cold War was on the horizon, and America was undergoing substantial economic changes. In the world of numismatics, the 1981 nickel continued the tradition of the Jefferson nickel, which has been a staple of American currency since 1938. During this time, the U.S. Mint was also dealing with the challenges of rising metal prices and inflation, which affected the production of coins. The 1981 nickel is a fascinating snapshot of an evolving economy and a testament to American resilience. Now, let's delve into the design of the 1981 nickel. On the obverse side, we find the timeless profile of Thomas Jefferson, our third president and a key architect of American democracy. His image has adorned the nickel for decades, symbolizing his enduring contributions to the nation. On the reverse side, you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's historic Virginia estate. This design reflects not only Jefferson's legacy but also the ideals of freedom, equality, and American heritage. The year 1981 is prominently featured, marking this particular issue in history. So, what makes the 1981 nickel a hot item for collectors? While millions of these coins were minted, certain versions can be quite rare and valuable. Coins in uncirculated condition, those that have never been in circulation and are still pristine, are highly sought after. Collectors love to find nickels that retain their original shine and detail. Additionally, the mint mark plays a crucial role in determining value. The 1981 nickel was produced in Philadelphia, without a mint mark, and in Denver, marked with a D. Coins from the Philadelphia Mint, especially those in top condition, are often more desirable among collectors. Let's not forget about unique features and minting errors. Some 1981 nickels have been found with interesting characteristics, such as double strikes or other anomalies that occurred during the minting process. These minting errors can dramatically increase a coin's value because they are unique and rare. If you happen to stumble upon a 1981 nickel with a noticeable minting error, you could have a treasure in your hands. Now, the moment you've been waiting for: how much is this coin worth today? While standard 1981 nickels may only fetch a few cents, those in exceptional condition can command much higher prices. So, what's the big reveal? An uncirculated 1981 nickel, or one with a rare minting error, could be valued at an impressive $39,000, that's right, $39,000 for a single nickel. It's amazing to think that a coin from 1981 could hold such significant value. If you have one of these coins tucked away or come across one in your travels, make sure to check its condition closely. You might just have a hidden gem. Top 6. We're shining the spotlight on a little piece of Americana, the 1973 United States 5-cent coin. You might be surprised to learn just how valuable this seemingly ordinary nickel can be. So grab your magnifying glass and stick around as we uncover the history, design, and astonishing value of the 1973 5-cent piece. Let's start with a bit of context. The 1973 5-cent coin, commonly known as the nickel, was minted during a fascinating period in American history. The early 1970s were marked by significant social and economic changes. Think of the end of the Vietnam War, the energy crisis, and a booming counterculture. The U.S. Mint was also undergoing changes, moving towards more modern minting techniques and designs. The 1973 nickel is part of the Jefferson nickel series, which was first introduced in 1938. Named after Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, these coins have undergone various design modifications over the years, but the core elements have remained the same. Now, let's take a closer look at the design of the 1973 nickel. On the obverse side, you'll see a striking portrait of Thomas Jefferson, crafted by the talented engraver Felix Schlag. Jefferson is depicted in profile, facing to the right, and his image has become synonymous with the nickel itself. Flipping the coin over, we find the reverse side featuring Monticello, Jefferson's beloved estate in Virginia. This architectural gem not only represents Jefferson's legacy but also symbolizes American history and the values of democracy and independence. The intricate details of Monticello and the inscription E pluribus unum highlight the craftsmanship that goes into minting these coins. So, what makes the 1973 nickel special among collectors? It all comes down to rarity and condition. While the 1973 nickel was minted in large quantities, a small number of them are known to have unique characteristics that significantly increase their value. Collectors are always on the lookout for coins in uncirculated condition, which means they have never been used in transactions and show no signs of wear. Moreover, certain minting errors can make a 1973 nickel particularly valuable. For instance, if a coin was improperly struck, showing double die or misaligned designs, it could fetch a price that leaves most collectors in awe. Now, you might be wondering, how much can I actually get for my 1973 nickel? Well, while most of these coins are worth just 5 cents, if you happen to have one in pristine condition or one with a notable error, you could be sitting on a small fortune. It's incredible to think that a coin that once exchanged hands for just a nickel could be worth so much more today. And now, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you possess a rare 1973 nickel in exceptional condition, or a version with a significant minting error, it could be valued at an astonishing $44,000. That's right, folks. $44,000 for a 5-cent coin. Who would have thought that something so small could carry such immense value? If you've got a collection gathering dust or stumble upon a 1973 nickel, make sure to inspect it closely. It just might be worth more than you think. Top 7 and our last unique coin. We're putting the spotlight on a piece of U.S. history that you might have overlooked, the 1988 5-cent coin, better known as the Jefferson nickel. You won't believe just how valuable this unassuming little nickel can be. Stick around, and by the end of this video, you'll discover the jaw-dropping worth of this coin. To understand the value of the 1988 nickel, let's first take a look at its historical context. The late 1980s were a time of change in the United States, marked by economic growth and a cultural shift. The Cold War was winding down, and the country was experiencing a sense of optimism. The Jefferson nickel itself has been a staple of American currency since its introduction in 1938. The 1988 version is part of a long-running series that honors Thomas Jefferson, the third President of the United States, and celebrates his contributions to the nation. Now, let's dive into the design elements of the 1988 nickel. On the obverse side, you'll find the distinguished profile of Thomas Jefferson, designed by engraver Felix Schlag. His likeness is iconic, representing the values of democracy, liberty, and individual rights that Jefferson championed. Flipping the coin over, you'll see Monticello, Jefferson's Virginia estate. This architectural marvel is not just a tribute to Jefferson, it symbolizes American heritage and the ideals of freedom and self-governance. The details of Monticello are beautifully rendered, showcasing the artistry that goes into each coin. So, what makes the 1988 nickel so appealing to collectors? It's all about rarity and condition. While millions of these coins were minted, only a select few are in exceptional condition, free from scratches and wear. Coins that are uncirculated or that show minimal signs of handling can fetch significantly higher prices. Moreover, certain variants or minting errors can dramatically increase a coin's value. For instance, if your 1988 nickel displays unusual characteristics, such as a double die or other striking errors, it becomes a coveted piece for collectors. These anomalies can turn an ordinary nickel into a sought-after collectible. Now, let's talk about the value. You might be wondering how much your 1988 nickel could be worth. While most of these coins are worth just 5 cents in everyday transactions, the right specimen can yield a remarkable return. Collecting rare coins has become increasingly popular, and enthusiasts are always on the lookout for coins that have been well preserved or exhibit rare features. This is where the true value of the 1988 nickel lies, and now, the moment you've all been waiting for. If you have an uncirculated 1988 nickel, or one with a noteworthy minting error, it could be worth an astonishing $37,000, that's right, $37,000 for a 5-cent coin. Who knew something so small could have such immense value? If you've got a stash of coins or happen to come across a 1988 nickel, be sure to check its condition. You might just have a hidden treasure on your hands. If you enjoyed today's video and want to learn more about rare and valuable coins, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you never miss a discovery. Thanks for joining us, and happy collecting!